Mr. Cummins, he pled guilty to the aggravated battery, which, as you heard, is a Class 2 felony. The sentencing range was minimum probation, maximum 7 years in prison. So on that one, he received a 5-year prison sentence. That was count 2. Count 7 was also the possession of a stolen vehicle, which is the same penalty range, minimum probation, maximum 7 years, and that was 5 years prison. So those are concurrent 5 years for him. Also, once he's done with his prison sentence, he has to do 2 years of mandatory supervised release, which is what people used to call parole. So he'll have 2 years of parole after that. As indicated, if the state of California decides to come pick him up, and that's completely their choice on the cases that we had the extradition on, if he's sitting in a sentence in California, he'll receive credit. If they decide not to, of course, he'll spend the entire time in the Illinois Department of Corrections, or if the time there is less, he'll have to come back and finish the time in the Department of Corrections here. So he'll have to serve the full sentence, even if he goes up to California and has to come back. For her, it's the same exact sentence in regards to time. It was 5 years concurrent on both cases, but it was one different charge. There was the possession of a stolen vehicle, which is 5 years, and for her there was an aggravated resisting, which was a Class 4 felony. So it was 1 to 3 years, and there was the 3-year sentence on that, which was concurrent. So both individuals are receiving a 5-year sentence, but there's the separate charges: ag bat for him, ag resisting for her. And the difference being is, for the ag battery, he was the one to have driven the car, to have drugged the police officer. She committed the ag resisting by fighting with the officer while he was being drugged by the car.